At the Bay Area Glass Institute in San Jose, artist Jaime Guerrero is creating a new blown glass sculpture.
Stop turning, flip.
Glass blowing is a costly art form, but Jaime has been awarded a fellowship that gives him the use of the facility for 40 hours.
This piece that I'm making represents an Aztec deity called Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Turn this for me. Watch it. It's a little hot right there. I don't think I've ever used this many people for one of my own pieces. It has a lot of parts, a lot of bit work associated to it. So it definitely is a pretty complicated piece. Probably be a little bit under this size would be good.
Making glass art is physically and mentally challenging. A piece like this one requires an atmosphere of controlled chaos.
So we need to keep working on the pipes. It's kind of like an orchestra. All the different parts have to come together perfectly, and the timing has to be accurate. It's like a dance. Well, you just hit the glory hole?
Glass art is all about heat and timing. Each part of the sculpture must be completed at the same time and be kept at about the same temperature.
Okay, I'm gonna drip behind you. You're working with glass that's 2,000 degrees hot. So when you're working with a lot of people, everybody has to work really well around each other and be able to communicate. Communication is definitely the key. I think I'll be all right. You basically have like a one-shot deal.
12 years ago, Jaime stumbled across his chosen medium by accident.
I've always been interested in art, so I've never really knew where I would end up. I tried painting, I tried sculpture, I tried ceramics, wood, so I tried a lot of different things. And then I walked into the glass shop one day and fell in love with it. I think it was the fluidity of the glass. It was just really, it's just a really beautiful medium when it's hot. And it's really seductive and it really kind of draws you in.
Since graduating from the California College of the Arts in 1997, Jaime's made a name for himself with his vivid, multicolored vessels. His Homies series, which draw from his experiences growing up in East LA, have now brought him into the world of fine art glass.
Some of the sculpture that I do represents my experiences, where I grew up, what I grew up seeing. So a lot of the imagery that is represented in my work comes directly from personal experiences.
He's also begun incorporating Mayan and Aztec imagery into his work.
I draw definitely a lot from my culture, my heritage. I look at a lot of Mayan Aztec art and try to replicate that in a modern light. I've done the head, which is the most time-consuming part, and now we're making the inverted cylinder right now. And Trey's gonna start on the body of the snake, and then at the end I'll put it all together, wrap the snake around the piece that I'm making, and then put the head at the very end. Push really hard, as hard as you can.
Now that Dean has blown out the base, Jaime uses a wooden paddle to shape it into a cone.
Blow really light. So Matt, I'm gonna have you start doing the bits. So I'm gonna start putting feathers on.
Okay.
Color is added to each feather by rolling the hot glass in pigment.
Okay, torch my stem. Look, yeah. Turn, turn, turn. Torch the top. Okay, stop. Okay.
Meanwhile, the body of the snake is well underway.
One of the difficult things was to try to come up with a way to make the snake body look like a snake. So I can get out of here. We did what's called optic twist. So what we do is we go into an optic mold and then twist piece and then go into the optic mold again, and I had them twisted the opposite way to kind of create a crisscross effect. Beautiful, Trey, gorgeous.
This is the body of the snake. So we got the scale pattern with the use of that mold. And now we're just gonna get this shaped up so that we can drip it around the outside of the rest of the piece.
Joining the snake to the base is the deciding moment where just about anything can go wrong.
And I need you to torch the moil where the jack line is. Anywhere, Dean. That's kind of when everything really has to come together. Everybody has to know exactly what they're doing, and the timing is crucial, and the heats on everything is crucial. A little bit lower, right here, right here. Actually, you take it, Trey. Hey, we're gonna go up, no, up. Okay. As soon as the head goes on, we have to first flash the piece. We have to make sure that everything has equal heat, and we gotta equalize the heat on the whole piece. Do whatever you need to do, Dean. I had to do a little touch-ups before I put it away, make sure that everything looks the way it's supposed to look. Okay, get in there with the jacks. Ready? Grab it. Lift up.
The sculpture is placed into this 950-degree oven, where it will slowly cool over the next few days.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Good job.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Thank you for all your help. Even though it seemed like everybody was just crazy, random anarchy, it's actually pretty controlled, and everybody knew what they were doing, and it went pretty smoothly. I have an idea, and I try to produce it in glass. And technically, I hope to be at that place where I can produce my ideas into the glass. I always go in there, God, am I gonna be able to pull this off? But then, you know, most of the time it works out.